So obviously, tomorrow's game, defensive slugfest, number one defense, number two defense in the country so far this season. Just how exciting is that? I guess to go up against another kind of elite defensive team, and how difficult do you guys expect that to be to kind of consistently score the ball with their defense?
Like Coach always say, some games like this gonna be a little tractor pull, but we're excited. We're getting ready, we're getting prepared. We're gonna be very prepared with our coach. We're gonna start preparation today. We start preparing yesterday as well, so we're excited. We're ready for the game.
Very excited. Like you said, coaches well prepared us for this game. Number one defense versus number two. Very excited for it to see how things turn out.
Eric, I think Xavier, and somebody else the other night pointed out that you needed a little lift after the Auburn game. I think Coach even mentioned it. What went into your preparation last week after that game, and how did you motivate? I know your teammates motivated you, but how did you motivate yourself?
Really, I had a meeting with Coach, and he was just telling me like he know what type of player I am, so it was just time for me to shake back and lock in. Meditation, I meditate, talk to the man above, and everything played out well. Got up shots before the game, got a good night's sleep. It just worked out.
This is for Darius. Javante always had great games against Tennessee, so who's going to be your Javante tomorrow?
All of us. Once he always had great games, even from our freshman year, he had a breakout game against them. So, like this year, it's going to just be a collective unit. We're going to have like a great team win, So, I feel like everybody's going to have a pretty good game tomorrow. We're going to pick it up better on defense, cause since we're going against number two. And, just going to take care of business.
I guess this could be for both of you guys, but there are five of you guys as individual players who were top 10 in the country in defensive rating this year, including y'all two. Just individually, just what has been the mindset that you guys have kind of approached defense this year with? Just talk to us about, I guess, that mindset.
I'm top 10.
You're top 10.
I play defense. Wow,
that's crazy.
That's crazy for sure. That's great. That's definitely great. Me being here for 4 years, my previous 3 years, I would never think I'd ever be in top 10 in defense. Like, come on now. Coach Wade team being top 10 in defense. Like, come on. But it's very exciting. The guys are locked in on defense, the defensive end. We take pride in playing defense. We take pride in playing defense for each other. Like an example, Eric last game he took upon himself to basically pick up 94 feet almost, and disrupt the Kentucky's offense. So, it's just different parts of this team just help us out a lot.
Just feel like that's where the energy comes from defense.
Sure.
Like I said in the last interview, defense wins games, defense wins championships. So if it's not defense, then it's not gonna be successful.
This is for the both of y'all. What makes Tennessee's defense so good? What exactly do they do especially well in?
They have really quick guards, just like us. They have length, athleticism. They cover the floor pretty well. Their set defense is really good. They fly around just like us. So I'm not gonna say that we're kind of identical, but at the same time, it's like they bring some of the key things we bring as well. Like we get a lot of deflections, they get a lot of deflections. We get a lot of hands on the ball, and we're very handsy. So and aggressive. They are too as well.
Yeah.
So obviously they're number two defense in the country. So we bring similar things to the table.
What do you guys have to do to kind of score against them, or what do you need to do well to put points on the board?
Get to that paint, get to the free throw line. Knock down free throws. We've been kind of struggling the past couple games, knocking down free throws. Mostly, definitely just get to the free throw line and get in the paint and get easy buckets. We've been settling a lot for threes, me as well. Just get to that rim, and then help us out in the long run and finishing.
Yeah, this is for both players. When did you realize that y'all were a pretty good defensive team? I know, Darius, you've been on a bunch of teams that defense sometimes was an option, but when did you realize this was a really good team and you defense, and you too, Eric?
I knew it was a good defensive team when we only held whole teams under 60. That's when I found out we was a good team. And the amount of steals we get in deflections like a game is tremendous. Like, that's crazy. Like, we really lock in and play defense this year than more than last year, way more than last year.
We had a scrimmage game in October, and we were just, I'm not going to say who, but it doesn't really matter. But we held them down to like almost lower than 60.
Yeah.
So like, me talking to coach, it's like, we're going to have a really talented team on defense. We got a lot of key components of our team. Like, we got speed from Eric and X and B Murray, and then we got athleticism from Fudge and, Tari. Then, we got the,
Powerhouse.
me and Efton, making all the extra effort plays. That just plays a key part to our defense. So, like, it's just the key pieces we have on our team, That's just what it is for, that's our makeup this year. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be for Eric. Their point guard Vescovi has been in the SEC for a year. He's really savvy point guard and seems to really stepped up his play. Just how excited are you for that defensive matchup tomorrow with him?
I'm very excited. Just want to see where things head. He's a good point guard. I'm a good point guard. Good matchup. Just gonna see the results.
Both teams are pretty high-scoring offenses. Tennessee shoots about 33 pointers a game. How big of an emphasis are y'all placing on, stopping them on the perimeter?
They're a good shooting team. Like you said, Vescovi's a good guard. He shoots a good percentage amount of threes. So, we're just gonna have to close out, run them off the line, see if they can do in the paint.
Go ahead.
Go.
You talked earlier about, taking too many threes sometimes. Has Coach gotten on y'all about y'all's shot selection?
Oh, definitely. I would take the, kind of the most blame for that one because I shoot the most threes on the team. So, yeah, we settling for threes. Well, we are all settling for threes. And then in the second half, we kind of, get to the paint more, get to the free throw line more. So, basically kind of getting feels for the game and understanding what the other team is doing. So, I feel like sometimes that's why we settle for threes. And then sometimes just wide open shots that just don't go in. So, that's just something we have to work on, continue to get better at in practice and, during the game. And I feel like, moving forward, we're going to get better at that.
Speaking of the threes, we saw Efton hit a pretty big one against Kentucky. He's hit a few throughout the year. Can you just talk about what that does for the offense, having a guy like that who can shoot?
Definitely.
It helps. It really does help, and it spreads the offense out. When you have a big man that can shoot, you got quick guards like me, X, and B Murray. It just helps us out because you never know what we're gonna do. You don't know if we're gonna get to the paint and kick it out to him, or you don't know if he's just gonna pick and pop. So it works out for us very well.
Yeah, Darius, in past years you've been kind of forced to cover a lot of the opponent's bigs. This year you're kind of not really being asked to do that much in terms of covering big centers. Just where have you seen the most improvement in your defense, I guess, this year that's allowed you to have, I guess, one of the top defensive ratings in the country?
You heard that? Top 10. But I mean, it's unbelievable because I never thought I'd be top 10 ever in a defensive rating, anything. But, being able to switch out and guard guards and, guard wings and guard, different players, it helps me out in the long run because you never know when we're going to need something or a stop or something like that. It's good that I'm able to guard bigs as well. And then, we can switch 1 through 5 or 1 through 4, whoever's the personnel on the floor at the time. But, it helps a lot because, last year it was boy, guarding like 7-footers, guarding 6'10" guys, it was my job, so I took care of business. But at the same time, it's like, wow, like it's a low night in and night out. So,
Eric, you're a pretty savvy defender. I mean, just what are some of the improvements you've seen from Darius this year?
I've seen a lot of improvement. Like you said, last year it was crazy. Going into this year, it's like he's more, like he wants to play D more, And a lot of players, it just some players. I'm not gonna say on our team, but it's a lot of players out there that just want to score the ball, and Darius is not one of them. He has improved offense and defensively, so it's just amazing to see where he came from last year.